Welcome to Not Work Related.
A podcast about everything we didn't have to clear with HR this week.
We're your not business casual hosts,
Robyn
and Mike.
We've got some things we'd like to discuss.
Off the clock.
Welcome to the first episode of the Not Work Related podcast.
Woo!
Yeah.
Let's go.
Very excited. This has been something that people have told us to try here for a while, so we're going to give it a go and hope you enjoy it.
All right, yes, hey, welcome everybody to Not Work Related. We've been working on this for a while now. We hope to make you laugh, make you think, give you some good sports takes, maybe some money-making advice, potentially. And I hope you can crack open a cold beer, take your mind off your 9 to 5, and just enjoy the show.
All right.
What's good?
And I did some karaoke last night. That was a ton of fun. I don't know if you've ever been to Wren's Social House in Tustin.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I didn't take any videos, but you can just watch the bar rescue episode. They did a great job with that. Before it was kind of like, it's kind of like one of the dive bars that we would go to. You know, look kind of like a Big Bear Cabin inside.
Yeah, sure.
Now it's a little more like with the wallpaper and the,
a little more updated.
Yeah. But I mean, still, karaoke Tuesday through Sunday, 9 p.m. every night. We had a blast. The KJ, which is the karaoke jock, he was like a rapper in like his 20s. He a lot of energy. He brought the crowd in. Like, it was a lot of fun. We did a ton of songs, and it was a good crowd. I mean, they're great over there. Like, if you like karaoke, if you haven't been, like, I highly recommend that place. The crowd's always cool. No one's gonna like heckle you or anything.
Yeah.
They'll sing along if they can tell you're kind of struggling.
I was gonna say, there's got to be nothing worse at a karaoke bar if you know the person on stage, they don't have the chords, and you're like, we got to help this person out. Like, we got to carry them through.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the karaoke jockey, he'll actually like get on there with you too. He did some guest spots on a couple songs, which is really cool because he raps. So the person was singing, he would rap. It was a cool dynamic. It was a lot of fun. Great time. But yeah, that's what's new with me. That was a lot of fun. And obviously this podcast, of course.
Yeah, we'll have some fun here too.
Yeah.
So, I guess what's new with me? I went home last night.
Okay, that's exciting.
And so that's what's new with me.
Wow.
I went home and I just
it's the whole thing.
Sat on the couch and in my pressed down cushion and took my seat and let's go.
Wow.
Live.
Same night basically.
Yeah, same energy.
Everything. Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
Totally.
Cool. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, salud.
Friday nights. Yeah. That was close. Close Encounters kind of sounds like E.T., right? Like you're going to run into like an alien in the woods in the middle of the night.
Sure, there's aliens in Vegas, a couple months back in that backyard. Remember, we all saw that video.
Yeah, almost. I mean, that's kind of like my experience. So my close encounter was in alien fresh jerky in the desert in the middle of the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went and got a couple bags of jerky that I hope to enjoy later.
Sure.
The problem was I actually announced that I had purchased that jerky. So it disappeared before I even had a chance to try it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aliens took it.
Right. No, not really. Have you heard of night terrors?
Sure.
Terrors, right?
Sure.
Yeah, it's triggered by like, fever, lack of sleep, stress, those type of things.
Yeah.
To be specific, the person I'm talking about doesn't actually have night terrors, but there's a haunting similarity to it. So
okay.
we're talking like 3 a.m., weeknight, in the darkness. No one has a chance to know this person's on the move outside of like a car alarm going off or an earthquake or a loud crash.
Sure.
Right. And so, there's got to be some thought to it. So like I'll go down there and the stuff's gone, but they're surprised. But it's like, how is that possible? You were aware enough to like step on the right floorboards that didn't creak. You went past the open bedroom doors. You got downstairs. You turned on the TV with the correct remote. You put on a TV show that you alone would enjoy, at a reasonable volume.
Yeah.
And you had no idea you totally crushed my lunch at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like muscle memory.
Yeah.
You just know the perfect way to navigate around to like, you don't even realize you're doing it, right? You just kind of just go through it and then, to crush your lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, but for me, it's like a being in like one of those like possession horror movies, right? You go to bed and like you're pulling up the covers, kind of shaking, looking left and right, like tonight's gonna be a little different. I'm not gonna wake up tonight and and then my lunch is gonna be gone. Not this time. It's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And it's like I think the part that gets you the most is like you walk down there, right? You woke up, the sun came up like normal.
Yep.
People are throwing good mornings at you freely, right? Smiles all around.
Absolutely.
So you're just like totally ignorant, blissful, just kind of go into the kitchen, open the fridge, and then chills like like it's gone. Like okay, you knew? Did you not know? Like you just let me walk into that blind? Like I don't know.
Even if you had said, "Hey, I might ate your lunch," like and throw them off.
Yeah.
So
that's mine, man. The food that just disappears overnight.
Yeah. It's funny. I got one of those too for you. So shout out Costco.
Okay.
They have s'mores clusters, right? And they're like divine. They're only around like 4 months out of the year around the holidays.
Okay.
And basically they're like these chocolate dipped little like s'more turtle cookie looking things. And Alyssa's my wife. Everyone who's listening.
Shout out.
Brought him on. Shout out. Brings them home. Saying, "Oh, you gotta try these. Gotta try these." Oh, okay, good. Yeah. I'll try them. Sure. Had one. Great. Excellent. Like, if you can go to Costco right now, go to Costco and get them if they're still there. They're really, really good. I had one. I was like, oh, perfect. Like, there's like 35 of them in that bag. Like, there's no way those will be around for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Go back 6 days later. I'm like, driving home from work, and I'm like, ooh, s'mores cluster coming. Walk in. Open the bag, gone. Completely cleaned out. Like, there's no worse feeling than thinking about something, driving home, and you're like, oh, I'm going to get one of those right when I get in. Gonna get it. Gonna get it. And it's gone.
Yeah, and I get that. Like, what? You didn't check? You knew you were eating the last of something. That's
what I'm saying, though, right?
You didn't check?
Like,
you didn't think to check?
Like, oh, you know
but
what?
at least you got a taste of it.
That's true. That's true.
That's
true. I got something out of it.
I gotta assume it's like what it used to be. I have no idea.
Yeah,
no idea.
Now just your imagination has to feel what that tastes like.
Yeah. Terrible.
Oh, man. I hear you. Well, Alien Fresh Jerky, hopefully get some more coming.
Yeah. Well, now they sell like the liquor stores here.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's really incentive of going all the way out there to get it, but outside of like the place is cool though. If you've seen it, it looks like a kind of like an alien ship, and it's got the guys all hanging out on top of the light stands. You got some ships outside you can take photos with. You go inside, they're selling shirts. They got really cool like novelty drinks and novelty snacks. They don't just do jerky; it's the whole thing. They really lean in on it.
They like drinks from Mars and stuff?
Yeah. It's totally fun over there. It's a cool environment.
What kind of drinks are on Mars?
So, no.
I mean...
Like, they're like Dragon Ball Z energy drinks and Hello Kitty energy drinks. If that's what you got on Mars, then hey.
600 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah. So you can really power through a bag of jerky.
Sure.
Maybe that's what's going on there.
Makes sense.
What's going on.
Is that anywhere out by the world's biggest thermometer, by chance, going out that way?
Yeah, it's the same like areas. So if you step outside the Alien Fresh Jerky store and you look, there's a huge alien, and then right to the left, further down, is the thermometer.
Yeah. Okay.
You're right. Like right there. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
Pet peeve of the week. I got two pet peeves I wanna just throw out there for you people today. Let me know, give us some feedback, let me know how you feel about this. First one, we've all been to Costco, right? We've all been to Costco. Every Costco you go to.
Is this whole show about Costco?
No, it's actually it's actually not, but
okay.
So you're going into the parking lot, right? Always mass chaos. No matter what time of day, whatever day, mass chaos all the time.
Yeah.
And there's always that person who leaves their shopping cart in an open parking space.
Oh, yeah.
They are too lazy to walk it back to the cart rack that is four spots over. Not even like you're walking that far. And, you're trying to find that one spot left in the whole parking lot, right? You're like, oh, found it, let's go. And the second you turn in, boom, shopping cart right in front of your face.
Yeah.
Upset.
I mean, I get the whole thing. Like, I mean, you buy bulk there, right?
Yeah.
So your arms are probably tired from carrying all that stuff into your car, out of the shopping cart.
Sure.
So I get not wanting to walk it all the way back to the rack. But, like, at least just like put it like in front of your car.
Yeah, exactly.
So like it's in between two cars and it's not going to block anything.
Exactly.
Don't just leave it in the spot.
Like be lazy, but at least be courteous.
Right.
Like,
there's a way to do it.
Yeah. Like it drives me nuts. It just drives me nuts when people just don't take the little extra step to like keep everyone else's day just sane. Like,
yeah. And it's not like you can just like hit the shopping cart out of the spot because it's going to go right into another car.
Exactly.
So you got to get out.
And now you're that.
You got to push it somewhere else.
Exactly.
Probably between two cars, like they should have done.
Exactly.
And then park. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, shopping carts. Put them back. Don't be that guy or girl, please.
Yeah.
Please.
All right. Yeah. My pet peeve is people thinking that because I have longer hair, I have drugs on me.
Oh my God.
Like right now.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
You don't?
No.
Oh.
And for anybody like listening to it, not watching it, like I don't have like joints braided in my hair. It doesn't even pass my shoulders.
Yeah.
But apparently that's all it takes. Because like
sure.
I don't walk outside as much as I used to.
Yeah.
But I used to walk outside quite a bit. And I would get stopped all the time for just random drug-related inquiries.
Yeah.
And like one time this guy, like he couldn't use the muscles in his legs. So I was helping him. I'm actively helping a guy that can't stand up. And this guy like gets in front of us and says, "Hey, do you have any drugs on you?" I didn't. So I said, "No, sorry." And then I went back to helping this guy. And he gets back up in my face. And he's like, "Well, then what's with the hair, a-hole? You want me to believe you just look like that?"
Oh my
I'm like, what?
What?
Like, so I went with polite. He went with full roast mode.
Yeah.
Like, that's how he thought he was going to get it out
Why
of me.
do you look like that?
Yeah, why do you
a-hole?
look like that? You expect me to believe you just look like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm helping a guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, realistically, this guy's not able-bodied.
Yeah.
This other
I mean,
gentleman
he
was...
probably just did drugs.
Right,
So.
cutting in front of us, like, you know, like, if anybody of the three of us gets drugs, it's that guy. Like, I can't even stand up. Not this guy cutting us off and making fun of us.
Looking for the plug.
Yeah, no way.
No, that's been a thing forever. Like you associate like long hair, like oh that guy's definitely a stoner. Like
Immediately.
Immediately,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't, maybe talk to people before you just assume like
Right, and so you're thinking like, oh, what were you wearing? Were you wearing like flip flops and like a Blacklight Reefer Madness T-shirt?
Yeah, you had your Bob Marley jacket.
No. Full like button down express collared T-shirt and like leather top dress shoes.
Oh, like you're going to church.
Yeah.
Sure.
So no, did not look the part. Just the hair only.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
People, man, you never know. You just
Yeah.
never know. That's so funny.
What's your second pet peeve?
Oh, okay. Thank you for. I have two of them. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. Now that I'm thinking about it. So, not Costco related. So this one has nothing to do with Costco, believe it or not.
I doubt that.
So, Starbucks, right? You're in line at Starbucks.
Sure.
And, you're with me, basic coffee drinker guy, right? Just straight give me the large coffee, cream, done, out the door.
Okay.
There's nothing, now they have all these cold foams that you can throw into your coffee and, like, make them as complicated as possible.
Right.
This lady in front of me apparently lives under a rock, has never been to a Starbucks.
Okay.
I don't know how that's possible. There's one on every corner now.
Literally across the street from each other.
She spent 6.5 minutes breaking down the menu from frappuccinos to iced coffee to cold brew, and had to ask them specific ingredients. Oh, how do you make your cold foam? What goes
Wow.
Ready to lose it.
Yeah.
If you're brand new to Starbucks, welcome to 2023, I guess. There's one literally 4 minutes probably from where we're at right now.
That's a Google moment, though.
Like,
you can find a lot of those answers on Google.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
We have our phones now. Like, pull up a drink. You know what? That drink looks good. I'm going to order that before you walk in.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Don't turn your Google moment into 6.5 minutes at the register, where the lady on the other side or man on the other side is probably ready
to ask. They probably don't even know.
They probably do. That's probably true. And you sit there for 6.5 minutes ordering your venti vanilla iced coffee with cinnamon cold foam, I think it was. Something like that. I don't even know. But, have it together. Keep the process moving. Some of us just need to get our coffee to keep going through our day.
Yeah.
Please.
Right.
Thank you. That's my piece. Thank you. Shout out Starbucks.
Okay, keep the line moving.
Exactly.
I guess I'll do 2 pet peeves since you did 2 pet peeves.
Yeah, second one, sure.
Yeah. So my pet peeve is actually with you, with the AirPods. You were complaining about AirPods.
Oh, God.
Come on, I know I know you like 2000s country, but you like the technology that they were like rocking back then too.
Yeah, because
Like-
it's functional and it works.
Like you're so mad that they felt the need to change it.
yeah.
Like the grass was not green on the other side
No,
of you.
still not.
No, but I mean AirPods, I don't get that at all because they got rid of the worst part of corded earpods, which was the cord.
Okay.
Like if they would catch on anything, anytime.
I mean,
like
yes.
you're walking past a doorknob
That-
and then just yank. Ow!
Yes. Okay.
That's the worst because you had to get it all snug in your ear. You had to really nestle it in there in that ear crevice, and then you're walking past a table corner and it rips it out with the force of like the supreme scream fall at knots. Like that's, and honestly, when it happens, it feels personal. You know,
yeah. Yeah.
like you're like, what was that about? Like I've said that out loud. Like what was that about? I'm talking to a doorknob or a table.
Yeah.
Like they did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Like they were looking at me like, hey, what you listening to? I want to hear what you're rocking out to.
That's
And
right.
they just like yank it out of your ear on
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
No, like that is the worst. Like the cord, I'm so glad. And sometimes the cord would just kink, and then one of the ear pods would stop working
Yeah.
because the cord was kinked. Like the cord was the worst
Okay.
part. Like honestly, when I heard you complaining about it, I felt like you were the doorknob. Like you were the table corner.
No, I'm not wishing.
Yeah.
I'm not wishing
Like-
aggression on other people.
Like
No.
you were like,
Let me- okay.
what are you listening
Let
to?
me-
Like you were just so bummed that you couldn't share that moment with them. They're not listening to like Morgan Wallen's greatest hits,
I mean, every song he makes is a great hit.
but that's
so.
not what they're listening to.
Shut up, Morgan.
They're
Wallen.
listening
You're
to
great.
like some electro punk industrial jungle techno.
Oh, good.
Like something you never want to hear.
Yeah, never.
Like
Not even
you're
once.
like take the wind that they're not sharing that with you. That's a song you never wanted stuck in your head.
Okay. All right.
Like-
So I
Leave the AirPods alone.
valid point with the cord. I will give you that.
Yeah.
Valid point. Okay, but again, think about this.
Okay.
Someone has their AirPods in,
Yeah.
and they're sitting there talking just out loud, and you think, oh, that person's trying to get my attention because they're just, they like say hello or something like that, and you turn around, you're like, oh, hey, how's it going?
But are they looking at you when they say hello?
I mean, they're looking in your direction.
But not at you.
I mean, not necessarily, but you're like, oh, maybe, they're saying hi to me. You turn around, you're like, oh, hey, and you realize,
But if you turn around, they're not making eye contact with you. They're not talking to you.
but I'm just saying, you're telling me every time you hear someone say hello, you're not like, oh, hey.
No, I turn first, and if I see that they're like clearly like doing something, I'll let it go. I'm like, oh, they're talking to somebody else. And then if they talk to me again, I'm like, oh, I thought you were talking to somebody else, and then I'll engage with them. But like if I turn around and they're clearly not like looking at me like, hey,
No, but
then I just let it go.
then you're the person in the awkward situation, like, oh, I'm just saying hi to nobody. That's cool. I don't have, I'll just keep going.
Well, I mean, there's a way to turn that around too. Like it's not really awkward. If you turn around and you're like, hey, what's up? And they're not actually talking to you, just be like, all right, have a nice day, and just like turn around and walk away. Like you can end it just like you started it.
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, maybe AirPods aren't the worst thing, but then you can't even,
Yeah.
sometimes,
You're like, cheers,
Sometimes-
take it easy,
some-
walk away.
but sometimes you can't even tell people have them in, or if you're like, you're sitting there, you're trying to get someone's attention, and you realize they're in, you're like talking, explaining something, and they're like, oh, wait, what were you saying? And you have to start your whole spiel over.
I feel like eye contact would help a lot. Because obviously they're pausing this because they weren't actually looking at you when you were talking. You saw them next to you and started talking. You didn't actually make eye contact with them. If you made eye contact with them and started talking, they would have paused it sooner.
Maybe.
I think you need to work on eye contact. Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
That's your thing.
All right, maybe, fine. New resolution. I won't hate AirPods forever.
You'll make more eye contact.
Maybe.
I think it's the thing.
Okay. All right.
Start looking into those soul windows, buddy.
Sure. I'm looking right now. Right here.
Because I'm talking to you. And now you know.
Yeah.
There it is.
But even... Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, AirPods. My life is,
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm 100 years old. I don't know what to tell you.
You're so old. Like, honestly. Not physically, but you are so old. Like, you're like... Your tastes are so old. You have like... the
No, my
oldest
tastes are
buds.
practical and functional, and it's been the same way for 80 years, so why did we change it?
I think you just proved my point.
That's
Thank you so
my memo, my whole life.
much. Yes.
If it's fine,
Yeah. Like, people describe people as an old soul.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
And that's you. That's you.
Proud.
Like, definition. Like if I Googled Old Soul and clicked images, it's just you.
Just me.
Just you.
Right there.
Yeah. Upset because there's like new flashing lights and sounds
That's
that
right.
weren't there before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on all electric vehicles too. That's a whole other conversation. But
Okay.
I mean, I guess we're going that way. Save the environment. I get it. Like
Right.
Climate change, real.
Right.
But again, having to stop and charge your car for 45 minutes, compared to going to the gas station and you're in and out in 5 minutes, I will never see a point. At least with me, that I'll bet yes, I will inconvenience myself and go all electric. I'll never do it.
How are you in and out in 5 minutes? What do you put like $2 in at a time?
Okay, that's it. Maybe
You just like add gas like
as I go
every 3 days.
1/4. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but think
Like
you're in and out of a gas station. And under 10 minutes. Call it under 10 minutes.
sure. It's more realistic.
And you're driving by the guy sitting there charging his all electric car.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. Sure.
You can be old. It's okay.
Right.
What a dive.
The Blue Door off of Orangethorpe and Euclid here in Anaheim.
Right.
Veteran owned, happy hour every day from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. A little aggressive, but hey, it's a dive bar, baby. What are you going to do? $1.75 off everything.
Yeah.
Walk in, $1.75 off, guaranteed.
Yeah.
They got pool tables, dartboards, really cool vintage pinball.
Yeah.
Honestly, seems like really just a cool place to go watch the game. Your friends, family for a couple hours, kind of get away from everything.
Yeah, and they try to get that kind of like crowd in there too.
Yeah,
like they're saying they don't have people coming in there to fight or arm wrestle or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
be wild and crazy. Like they want the people that are there to just have a good time and just enjoy the environment. Yeah, they got plenty of screens to watch the sports. But yeah, it's fun with the dartboards and the pool and the pinball and all that stuff. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a cool little place.
I don't know if I'd say bring your kid necessarily, but
no.
But definitely, pinball is fun for everyone of all ages.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it's like one of those like barcades. Like those are for adults.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just because there's pinball, she doesn't mean
exactly like Disneyland for adults, and it's cheaper.
Yeah,
clearly,
it's a lot cheaper than Disneyland.
You're going to save $148 million going there compared to Disneyland, probably
annually, probably.
Yeah. Easily. So it's a little bit of background on this place for you guys. Used to be called Lucky John's back in the day. And Ted was a little loud, sorry about that. And, they changed ownership, and now it's called the Blue Door. It's run by a retired cop. Kind of a cool little piece when you walk inside. They had you remember seeing all the police badges? Police badges up on the wall?
Yeah.
All over Orange County. That was a pretty cool piece.
Yeah.
Our bartender this morning, Becca, I said this morning.
This morning.
It
was morning.
It was the morning, that is correct. Our bartender, Becca, super, super nice. If you guys go in there, say hi to her, really friendly. It was kind of giving us all sorts of suggestions, kind of things to try. One kind of little cool piece with this dive bar, they have some food offerings. Opening up at 6 a.m., you can't just be walking in straight boozing. Like that's not going to end well.
It's just irresponsible.
Irresponsible. That's exactly the word that I thought of this morning. Irresponsible.
Of course.
And you get in there in the morning, they'll have some Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches for you. They got some pretzels, some cheese cups, corn dogs, some good feel good food.
Yeah.
Another cool thing with them, they're actually located next to a business, Larry's Pizza. All you got to do, call over to them. They got the full menu right there. Call it in. They'll walk it over to you personally.
Yeah.
You can have your pizza, have your cold beer.
VIP.
In a good spot. Yeah. So if you guys really get a chance, just head on down there. Again, the Blue Door off Orangethorpe and Euclid here in Anaheim. Really friendly people, really friendly staff, good service, and just enjoy yourself for sure.
Yeah, they're super accommodating. They let some guy charge his phone. They were talking to that one guy.
Oh yeah,
he was just like hanging out.
Called him the mayor of Fullerton. Remember?
Yes,
the mayor of Fullerton.
Yes. He's very established over there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they got the regulars. Yeah, it was a cool little spot.
No, definitely.
There's a hole in that wall.
The place we went to, I missed it. I drove right past it.
Yeah.
Apparently I didn't get the locals, take on it, which was look for the yellow sign. But there is a yellow sign. And that's what draws your eyes to it because you'll drive past it all day long. But it's right there. It's like 5 minutes from the Blue Door, actually. George's Hamburgers.
Yeah. Shout out George's Hamburgers. Shout out. Love you guys.
Yeah, the lady that owns it was super nice. She was just working the cash register. And so since, we got the owner right there in front of us, I was just like, what do you recommend? What's the best thing here?
Mhm.
What's the crowd favorite here? What should I order? And she went, breakfast burrito. I was thinking burger because it's, George's Hamburgers.
Yeah,
But
that's what you think, right? Yeah.
breakfast burrito, famous breakfast burrito. And she said, recommend it with either salsa or ranch. So I got both. So I ate half of the breakfast burrito with the salsa, half with the ranch. Both seemed like they were homemade. Really just paired well with that burrito. This burrito was so good.
I was going to say, ranch, it's a pretty unique thing when you have, obviously everyone does their own salsas and things like that.
Yeah.
When you have your own little unique twist like that, it kind of separates you from the other, breakfast burritos around. They kind of offer different things like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a good cook on the actual
yes,
tortilla.
It was so crispy.
Yeah, it was
so
real
crispy.
Nice. But yeah, with the, what was it, eggs? I think
Egg, sausage,
cheese,
bacon.
hash browns, bacon, yeah, all those things, they paired well with the ranch. The ranch was actually really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, the salsa, of course. Salsa is great.
Yeah,
sure it was
staples.
Yeah.
It's like mustard on a hot dog.
Yeah.
If you put ketchup on your hot dog, you're doing it wrong. Just tossing it out there.
Okay.
For all you ketchup people, please stop.
No, it was a great breakfast burrito. She was right. She nailed it. And then I was like, well, what's your favorite side? What's the most popular side? And she said pancakes. And I'm not really a sweet breakfast guy myself, so I was like hesitant to get that. I wanted something a little more savory, but I got it, and they were good pancakes. I mean, you had some.
No, they were good.
It was good.
They were perfect. They were perfect. They weren't too thick.
No.
They were cooked just the right way through, nice and fluffy.
Yeah,
kind of like the exact opposite of pancakes I would make out of them.
Yeah, they'd just be dense.
Dense.
Yeah. No, they were really fluffy, nice pancakes.
Yeah,
I enjoyed them.
Dense like my brain.
But yeah, it's a cool little spot. There's I don't know, what was it, like 20 tables tops.
Yeah, tops.
Yeah. But I mean, the family-owned businesses, like the environment in there is great. Everyone's so friendly. They were remembering people that were coming in, and kind of like those interactions. And I remember this one guy said he used to go there in high school to get those breakfast burritos. And he was shocked that the owner remembered him because he's older now. And I mean, just that, that kind of
that personal connection.
Yeah. Super cool.
How's your mom doing? How are your kids doing? Like, when you go to those bigger restaurants like that, they're just focusing on, they're just turning tables as quick as they can, right? There's no personal connection, no story to it, right?
Yeah, you could tell they cared, so that was real nice.
Oh, really cool.
That was a tasty spot. I would go back for sure.
Yeah, so that's George's Hamburgers, and again, that's off Euclid and, what was that? Euclid and...
Good question.
Euclid
and Commonwealth.
Yes, Euclid and Commonwealth here in Anaheim. George's Hamburgers, again, as Robyn said, look for the yellow sign.
Yeah, parking was a little bit of an issue because they only have that little spot like right there.
Yeah.
So I just parked in the neighborhood because the neighborhood's like right next to it. And there's a little quick walk over, so it wasn't a problem.
I was gonna say there's only like 8 parking spots that are legit parking spots.
Yeah.
Some people just parked up against the wall and called it a day.
Make your own. Yeah. I mean, if you're getting to go, they're not too worried about it. But if you're gonna actually sit down, I wouldn't recommend parking on the wall.
Yeah, get there early. They get packed. It was really, really busy. They get busy really quick. Get there early. Enjoy your burritos. Absolutely.
Yes, you will enjoy the burritos, guaranteed.
100%. Remember the prices too? It was what, $8?
Yeah,
it was like $8 for a breakfast burrito.
Yeah, for the what was it? The burrito, the pancakes. I got an orange juice, and it was like, I don't know, $15.
Deal.
Yeah.
In today's economy?
Yeah. How do you turn that down?
You don't.
Yeah.
That's the
you
answer.
Get it.
100%. 100%.
Our top 5.
Our top 5 New Year's resolutions that we know we won't keep. If you say this podcast, I will tear the co-host band-aid off right now. That better not be one of your top 5. I swear.
No way. We're making it, baby.
Okay.
I'm trying to retire in 48 years old. I got 17 and a half years to do it. So, let's go.
Okay. That's the goal. Got it. So top 5 things I will definitely stop doing before the year is over. Go to the doctor. That's probably one.
Yeah.
I always say I'm going to do it. I never get sick. I don't think about it. And it's good to get checked out every now and then. I realize that.
No annual physical guy? Not a thing?
No, it's only when I'm forced to.
Sure.
Yeah, when something happens, and I'm like, oh, I need to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't think about it.
I was going to say, I'm actually, it's funny you bring that up. I'm in the same boat.
Okay.
Doctors, not my thing, not fun. None of us really enjoy that.
No.
As you know, my wife is a nurse.
Yeah.
And so I am constantly reminded about my health.
Okay.
And yeah, so
Does she get a kickback on that or what?
you would think, right? You would think she would. But yeah, I'll be going every 6 months till I die
Okay.
because that's my no choice.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Just to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Wow.
All right. Number 4. What is my number 4? Oh, being in only one fantasy football league.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
I mean, that's a big commitment, fantasy football, because, I mean, even if you have one team, let's say, for example,
Yeah.
like, it's the same process. You're still constantly checking to see who's in, who's out. You're looking at injury reports. You're looking at practice reports. You're looking at game performances, who flopped, who did great. You're constantly second guessing and fidgeting with your lineups,
Yeah.
trying to see which
Daily.
players are going to go off. So you're constantly on it every single day.
Yeah.
From literally the draft, actually pre-draft, because you got to pick your draft players. You got to kind of design how you think it's going to land with what pick you have, so you can maximize a full team, and all the way to your Week 17 championship.
Yep.
Please don't have a Week 18 championship.
No, that is not the answer.
That is not the answer. Neither is a Week 16 championship. 17 is the answer.
Please.
Every time. I've been in both. They're terrible. Like 17 should be the norm.
Yeah.
Like that's it. The app should just cut you off to 17.
Yeah. No 18. Nobody wants to be banking on Taylor Heineke to win their fantasy championship.
No. 18 is terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Just backups, because all the starters, if their team is already locked in, and they're just sitting them.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Throwing up
17.
43 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
Feeling good.
Yep.
Feeling good.
And then my number 3
Number 3.
would have to be not watching as much NFL. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's...
And that's purely because of the NFL app.
Oh, yeah.
It's the glitchiest app I've ever used in my life.
Yeah.
But you have to.
Mhm.
It is the most annoying yet essential app that I have on my phone.
Yeah.
I download it when the season starts, and I pay for it. And then as soon as the season is over, I'm talking Super Bowl, I immediately cancel, delete, because it is so annoying.
Yeah.
Like, it will randomly just log you out mid-game. You're
Sweet.
actively watching a game, and it just kicks you out. And so then you have to remember your password to get back in. But sometimes it'll still make you go to an email to click a link to come back to sign out, just so that you can miss the last 2 minutes of the game that you needed to watch.
Yeah.
Like, I think it does that just because it delights in watching you panic and squirm
Sure.
and then wildly yell like the app just said no and slapped you across the face.
Yeah.
And it's just glitchy. Like, it'll just freeze, it'll time out, it'll have to reload. Sometimes it won't work, you gotta close the app and reopen it. It's just the glitchiest app I've ever used.
Yeah.
But like an addict, because I need it for my fantasy football team, I'm constantly on it. I'm willing to just like make it work and ride it out. Like, it's a terrible app.
Yeah.
Fix your app.
I guess, yeah. So, shout out NFL. Fix your app, please.
It's the worst app ever.
I mean, I guess the only benefit to that, if you're watching the Chargers in this last 2 minutes of the game, they're going to lose.
Okay.
They're going to lose.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't have any Chargers on my team though.
Oh, I mean, how could you? Eckler laid an egg this year.
Oh God. That was the
So,
worst.
yeah.
I like Eckler the guy, but
Yeah.
that was bad.
That was a bad year.
Yeah, it was bad.
Austin Eckler, be better. Thanks.
Oh God.
Please.
All right, number 2. Number 2 would probably just be working out more, like actual workouts.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like I'll do planks. I have free weights. I have resistance bands. I go on walks. Like that's enough to just keep you kind of like normal.
Yeah.
But I'm talking like actual workouts.
Yeah.
But when I walk into a gym and I see like assorted weights, sweaty machines,
Yeah.
too many mirrors, too few TVs,
Sure.
room temp water.
I always have the bizarre playlist on that has nothing to do with working out. You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like, let's do this. Repetition. You know?
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm bored. Like
Yeah.
my workout was sponsored by Unisom Sleep Tabs, not the gels, you know? It's just like
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Like I need competition. I need somebody next to me pushing me,
Uh-huh.
or it's got to be a sport. Like I need
Yeah.
like an opponent. I need a ball and a goal that I'm trying to score on, a goal that I'm trying to defend. Like
Yeah.
I need like then I'm engaged. Like I used to play like basketball and baseball, and I could play for hours and hours and wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah.
And it's a great workout the whole time. But if I go in there and try and do like a 30-minute workout with it, where it's just like bigger weights and better machines, I'm out. I just get so bored of it.
So the other thing with that, going to the gym, I mean, great for all those people that do, and you're committed to it. Hats off to you. Totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get back in the gym, right, and you look over to your right, and you're just kind of moving your weights, doing your exercises, and there's the guy who literally looks like he came off straight out of Muscle Beach over in Venice.
Yeah.
And is just jacked, properly jacked, right?
From the top up.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
Like legs, not so much.
Yeah, no leg day. Just
Yeah.
strictly from the waist up. Just built like Zeus, right? And he's got those awkward edge pushes.
Mm-hmm.
And no.
Or drops the weights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm moving 105. I'm going to slam him on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm tough.
Yeah. No, it doesn't do it for me.
No, right? You know what I mean, though?
For sure.
Can we just all just work out in peace and not sit there and...
It's too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
100%.
Yeah.
Get your 60 days of play, though. 60 minutes of play a day. Healthy.
It's true. It is. And then number one would be fast food. Less fast food.
Yeah.
It's so easy. It's so tasty. I'm so busy. It's just so convenient. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, there's so many combinations that are so delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's easy to fix. You just got to have tastier, healthier options, ingredients on hand.
Do the meal prep stuff.
Yeah, you can make stuff. I mean, it's not too much of a time commitment, and then it'll keep you out of there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, there's no way to avoid it. You don't want to go home and make something after a long day of, doing something else. So, you're just it's the first thing you see it.
Yep.
And it's like somebody that likes skinny jeans trying to walk past the gap. You're going to fall in.
Yeah.
Every time. Every time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I seem to have better options on hand and I can work it out, but it doesn't happen and then I end up eating fast food.
Hey, I hear you there. And the worst part is with that, too, you get up there and line up, all right, I'm just going to get my meal. They always ask you, do you want to upgrade that for 80 cents? And you're like, 80 cents, I mean, sure, every time.
Yeah.
At least me. Every time, you should upgrade to a large, I'm like, 80 cents is good.
I'm just thinking about the soda.
Mm.
Because the small sounds really small.
Yeah,
So you want the small or you want the medium or the large? And I'm just thinking, medium soda sounds more realistic to what I want to drink.
Yeah.
But then that comes with a medium fry. Everything gets bigger and more expensive and worse for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if you're getting large, you better be a Diet Coke. I'm just saying.
No.
Better be, for all those people out there, subscribe, If you're a Diet Coke fan, shout me out. Diet Coke is the best soda on this planet, guaranteed.
No, it's not.
Shout out Diet Coke.
Mountain Dew.
No.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew causes cancer.
Oh, my God. And, the aspartame they put in Diet Coke doesn't?
It's healthy.
God.
That's all I know.
No. Yeah. All right, whatever.
All right. So moving on to my top 5 New Year's resolutions. I know I'm going to break coming here into 2024. Put some deep thoughts into this. And we're going to start right, go strong from the top, right? Strong from the top. So drinking less coffee.
Sure.
Get up every morning, have my 1 cup of coffee, going in, whatever I'm doing that day. But then 1 cup always turns to 2, which turns to 3, which turns to 4. And then it's noon, and you've had 4 cups of coffee, and you're wired, and you're like, oh, I feel horrible. But you're so addicted to it, because you're just so used to it. I can't...
That explains all your yawning towards the second half of the day.
The
sugar crash.
The crash, the caffeine crash, exactly.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
I yawn so much in the afternoon. It's so gusty around you.
Hey, that's not very nice.
I could grab a sheet and put some rollerblades on, and you could take me around.
I mean, I could help you sail to Catalina if you want.
Yeah.
Forget the wind.
For sure.
Next one here, number two, or I guess going backwards, number 2. Betting less on sports.
Okay.
So, sports are great. Everyone loves watching sports.
Right.
Everyone likes money. Everyone likes making money.
Sure.
And I don't know about everyone else out there, but there's nothing more appealing than seeing the spread and you're like, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen there. Here's $20.
Okay.
And, it almost takes the more growing up as a kid, you're playing sports, right? You play for the enjoyment of the game, just to enjoy seeing greatness on the screen.
Sure.
And then once money's on the line, it's kind of like with fantasy football when, you have rooting interest against your favorite team, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of changes your whole perspective, your whole feeling on the sports in general, because you're more thinking now like, oh, I want to see, LeBron James be great tonight, put up 30 points.
Yeah.
But, I also need, 13 rebounds from, DeAndre Ayton in order to, to cover my parlay. Like,
Yeah.
it kind of, it takes
similarities, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Betting less on sports. My wife would probably appreciate that too. Shout out, Alyssa.
Yeah, I'm sure she would.
Yeah. Number 3. So, number 3 here. Oh, the classic beer before noon. All right. So,
are we talking like on Sundays when there's like 10 a.m. football, or are we talking just any day?
No, let me clarify that. So, we're not talking Monday through Fridays. Let's be clear here. Before noon.
You just said before noon.
Yeah.
Beer. There was no parameters
You're
outside
right.
of that.
Yeah. So, yeah. The weekends, ladies and gentlemen, the weekends.
Happy
Please.
Friday.
Yeah. But you get up in the morning, obviously living here on the West Coast, we have the 10 a.m. football games.
Yeah.
And,
So that makes sense.
You're like, oh, I'm going to have a beer.
Yeah.
But, you start with the beer before noon, you make your way to the 1 o'clock window, you got those games, you're having a couple more beers, making your way. Then you got prime time, you got 5:15, NBC, 5.
Each game is 3 hours.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be starting that early because by 5 p.m., you're done.
You just gotta eat more.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
but not fast food, though.
Not fast
Not
food.
fast food.
Yeah.
You gotta have balance there. No French fries. Eat the raw broccoli.
Yeah.
With your
when
meal.
it's football, it's gotta be like bar food.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing too. Whenever it's football, it's bar food. Like nothing else. You don't crave anything
Chicken
else.
wings, nachos.
Like no one says I want to watch 6 hours of football and eat kale salad. Like that's not a thing.
Yeah, it's a very small number that says that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no beers before noon. That's one of. Well, what time is it? Oh, it's 12:15. See, we're doing okay. Yeah, we're doing fine. Hey, shout out.
We're doing it.
Shout out to me. Thank you.
Already there.
Thank you. Already there. Next one. So, kind of going off what you were talking about with fast food, DoorDash orders.
Okay.
So, I've developed this horrible habit.
Is this when you used to work at DoorDash?
Oh, no. Not when I work there. When I just order on DoorDash now. Whenever I just order now.
Sure.
And, it's later at night, and you're kind of sitting there like, oh, I could really use I want a snack. But, I want something hot, fresh. I don't want to, dig through my leftovers in my fridge. You just don't want to do that, right?
Okay.
So, it's 10 o'clock.
I love leftovers, so you lost me there.
I mean, some leftovers are all right, but,
some leftovers are better than the original.
True.
Because sometimes the temperature of certain things is different.
Sure.
But then when you reheat it, it's all the same temperature.
But see, you're talking microwave, right? I'm assuming. Yeah. So you go through the microwave. Especially with leftovers, nothing tastes quite the same coming out of a microwave. At least in my opinion. I don't know how everyone else would feel about that. Let us know. But
so if you're warming up a wrap, you throw it in the oven?
Yeah. I mean, it takes more time, but everything heats more evenly, and it kind of makes it work. But anyway, going back to DoorDash. So you make that late night order. You're sitting there watching the 18th rerun of Simpsons or whatever you're watching at.
Sure.
11:15, 11:30 at night, and you fall asleep. And your DoorDash order just stays on your porch all night in the cold.
Wow.
And you wake up by 3 o'clock. Gonna go get some water, maybe use the restroom, and you remember
DoorDash.
my order. Walk outside, cold, sad delivery bag, soaked through. There's no reheating it at this point. It's absorbed the moisture from the night.
It's gone.
It's gone. $24 for your $6 meal down the drain, just like that.
Sad turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done it at least a dozen times.
A dozen times?
At least.
Wow. That's got to be a you thing.
Yeah, it's a bad habit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really great when my wife gets up for work and she walks out the front door and
there's a DoorDash.
there it is.
Oh, what a treat for her.
Yeah, she loves to bring it in and just places it right next to me on our bed and says, "Here you go. Here's breakfast." Yeah, it's nice.
I've never done that ever.
Never.
No.
I don't believe you.
No, the closest I've ever been to that was Luminati's from Chicago.
Sure.
They will ship their pizzas to you.
Yeah.
And so how Lou works, a pizza will be designed around one flavor. So it's like pepperoni, the whole pizza's designed to complement pepperoni. Sausage, the whole pizza's designed to complement sausage. So you only get one topping. It's a deep dish Chicago pizza.
Yeah.
It shows up like in the tin with dry ice in there, ready to cook. You just throw it in the oven, cook it. It's great. One time they delivered it in the middle of the day when I wasn't home. So by the time I got home, all the dry ice had melted. It thawed out. The pizza was just sitting there in the sun, and so the pizza went bad.
Yeah.
That's the closest I've ever been to that. Was they delivered it when I wasn't even home at all. There was no shot of me getting to it.
That's rough.
Until the evening when it was already, done.
Yeah.
But I've never ordered a DoorDash knowing exactly when it was going to arrive, because you're able to track your delivery.
Well, yeah,
it tells you it's going to be here in 10 minutes.
But you fall asleep.
It shows the guy on the car coming towards you.
Yeah.
I love it when it says they're on a bicycle. Have you had that before?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Come on.
It's raining outside. What is this guy doing?
Warrior.
I tipped him $2 to feel really bad about that.
Got a backpack. Let's go.
Yeah. The best.
But yeah, like, you know exactly when it's going to arrive. So the fact that you fell asleep and it's sitting there on your porch, it's kind of a new thing. Like, just passing out.
Yeah, sometimes.
With the, like, just watching the app and just...
You fall asleep and then you put your phone down, you don't hear it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah.
Okay.
DoorDash. I'm going to cut out the orders leaving on the porch.
Yeah,
Zero so far. I know it's January 20th.
It's got a record for you, it sounds like.
20 days.
You've had 12 of them already.
Well, in my life, not like in, recent times. Yeah. Get your DoorDash hot, people, please.
That's kind of the point.
Next one. I'm sure a lot of people are actually going to relate to this one. Talking about my should have been sports career.
Oh.
The classic, having a couple beers with your friends, buddies, and stuff, and if I didn't get hurt in high school and I tore my labrum, my ACL, whatever it is.
Right.
I have a notoriously bad habit because you sit there and you start talking sports and you reminisce and it gets emotional.
Sure.
And you're like, man, I think I could have done something. I could have been there. I played on this team and this guy said I had all this potential to do this, and it's kind of my go-to. And,
okay.
You've
never had that conversation with me, actually.
No.
A
little surprising.
Yeah.
So I had some beverages and never. Oh, I'll save it for you. That's a good one.
Okay. Sure. I look forward to it.
Basically.
Unless you end up keeping the resolution and don't talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. These are resolutions. How did I forget
So
that?
I may never hear it.
Yeah. You may not. Yeah. You'll never hear it.
There it is.
You're right. Exactly.
There it is.
So yeah, leave your high school careers on the back burner, please. Bro. And
it's a very select few that make it all the way.
That's true. Yeah, very low percentage.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, get a business degree and just do something general. Make it be smart about it. So yeah, those are my top 5 New Year's resolutions I know are going to be broken in probably 30 days.
Yep.
10
Guaranteed.
10 days left.
Guaranteed.
Let's see.
This Week in Sports.
So, sports.
Woo!
Sports are exciting and a great opportunity to high five someone.
Sure.
Like
while making eye contact.
Yes, while making eye contact.
Yeah,
good point.
definitely.
Yeah, no, I love a crisp high five when it's just like that clean, like palm to palm connection, especially in a celebration. Like, it's so good. But I mean, honestly, there's a better high five than a sports high five, and that's so. During Halloween, I like to do scare maces. So I'll go to Universal Studios, Hollywood. Theirs is the best, like, because they do the real movies and everything. Like, I always have to do the horror nights every year.
Yeah.
And I'll make a day of it. Like, you buy the day-night park hopper.
Yeah.
So you go to
When it
Universal
changes
Studios
over.
during the day, like 5 or 6 p.m. They switch it over, go down City Walk, grab a bite or something, come back for all the scary stuff.
Yeah.
It's great. So fun. Go in September when the lines are shorter, of course. Otherwise, you gotta get that front of the line pass. But I do a similar thing with Long Beach because the Queen Mary has their haunted scare maze as well. So during the day, I'll go to the Long Beach Aquarium to make a day of it. Right?
Yeah.
And the Long
Save
Beach,
the whales.
Yes, the Long Beach Aquarium has the behind-the-scenes VIP tour. You ever done it?
No.
Oh. One of the things you can do is you can have an otter high five you for food.
Okay.
You know you want it.
You
know you want it.
That sounds pretty
You're like, how hard does he high five, right?
Yeah.
Does the otter put some oomph into it? Like, does it sound like a normal high five? It's like, when it connects, or is it just like someone doing a mic check? It's like you want to feel that little pad. of the otter paw.
Sure.
Come on.
Soothing.
And can you double dip? Can you go up high and then down low? And if you go down low, are you doing the port away too slow? You know you're not.
No, not the
Come
Vasilio.
on. Come on.
That's cold.
There's no way. First, you want it.
Yeah.
And second, can you imagine that anxious, hungry fuzzball who now thinks he's not getting food?
Anxious, hungry fuzzball kind of sounds like me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, imagine if we're not getting food, right?
Sure.
You would feel so bad.
Yeah.
No. Like, I got some food for you, buddy. Put her there, pal. Like, you feel like a monster.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on. That otter high five, that's the best. That's the best.
I'll give you that.
Hands down. But, I mean, it's great celebrating a goal, a win. Like, that high five is
Tom
second.
Brady.
Yeah.
Winning.
Second best high five for sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah, sports are great. It's a great way to connect the community. Obviously, in, like, Southern California, we don't do it as much because we have more things to do entertainment-wise.
Sure.
So you get, like, a lot of fair weather fans you won't find in other areas where, like, when the game's on, like, the whole town clears out. You're either at the game or you're in a bar or you're at home.
Friday Night Lights
Like,
stuff.
yeah, you're, like, all in. You don't get as much of that here as you do in some of your other more sports towns. But it's still alive out here and lots of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we living here in, Southern California, I mean, we have tons of sports teams, obviously. You got the Angels, you got the Dodgers, you got the Rams, you got the Chargers, Padres. I mean, we have plenty of avenues as far as, getting out to see professional sports. I mean, and even for people that aren't necessarily sports fans, but when you go see something live like that, it's, even if you're not necessarily into the game, it's still just kind of like a fun event, right?
Yeah.
It's football here is pigskin, as they call it.
Sure. Some people do.
The Philadelphia Eagles fell apart down the stretch.
Yep.
Shout out my wife. Eagles choked away. You can sit on that for a while.
Is this what you're using the podcast for?
No, never.
Petty shots at your wife?
Never would do that.
All right, cool.
Think about it though. They started 10-1.
Right.
Granted, they weren't winning pretty. They were winning games. 10-1. Down the stretch, you lose 5 of 6. You get bounced in the first round of the playoffs. This is the same team. Man, the completely same team. Went to the Super Bowl last year. Went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes. Almost won the Super Bowl. And you go from 10-1, number 1 seed in the NFC, all the way down to number 5, road playoff game against Tampa Bay, and you get bounced. That's got to be one of the bigger collapses we've seen in the last 20 years in the NFL, right? It has to be.
Yeah, I mean, well, they didn't have AJ Brown.
No.
Big
piece. I'll give them that.
Hurts was a little compromised there, too.
Yeah.
And then the defense. It was mostly the defense.
Can't tackle.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
There were so many times where they had hands. Multiple people had hands on a receiver.
Sure.
And that receiver went all the way to the house. Like, it was the defense more than the offense. But also not having AJ Brown's a big deal. And compromised hurts, so.
Yeah.
But the defense, man, that was terrible.
It was bad.
That was terrible.
I mean, because they lost both their coordinators last year. Gannon and Steichen took jobs in Indy and Arizona.
Yeah.
Kind of makes you think, what was it? Sirianni stirring the magic soup, or was it his coordinators kind of pushing both sides of the ball, and he's kind of just the guy in the middle on TV looking funny, making funny jokes about everything?
Well, I mean, they keep showing the meme of him crying, for sure.
Yeah.
Or the fan that dumped popcorn on him. Yeah, but, I mean, I just think it was the defense, man. I mean, I'm sure they coach those guys to tackle.
I would hope.
Those guys got
by
hands.
the time you make it to the NFL, hopefully you know how to.
Those guys got hands on them.
Yeah.
Why didn't they bring him down?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much of that is coaching and how much of that is just players.
Yeah.
Either way, that was bad.
I mean, I agree 100% with you on the defense. But also, I think their play calling on the offensive side of the ball in the second half of the season, I think there's a stat out there. Don't completely exactly take this from me. But I think they threw 100 and...
You're just going to throw stats. Don't listen to my stats, but here's one for you.
I'm ballparking this one, but I think I'm right. I think I'm right. I think they threw 181 screen passes all year.
Yeah.
And they had a net yards total were negative 26. So that means two things. Well, one, it's not working.
Right. And
2, you're not getting any lead blocking. Granted, that's an older offensive line, a lot of older guys on there. Jason Kelsey, as we know, probably is going to retire. Jason Kelsey, shout out, you're the GOAT of offensive linemen, centers. First ballot, all the way.
And not just because of the tush push.
No. Even though, is that the only reason Jalen Hurts is good for fantasy purposes? Probably.
Some games it was the fact that anytime they got that close to the end zone,
you were jumping for joy. You knew exactly what was going to happen.
Absolutely.
I'll be interested to see what they go into the offseason thinking. Obviously,
yeah.
I mean, obviously they're going to be looking for probably new coordinators, I would think.
Yeah.
Give Sirianni another year, see what he does, but I really think they got to look deep into their personnel and figure out how did it get so bad so fast.
Yeah.
And how do we stop the bleeding?
Yeah, two different teams, first half to second half.
I mean, look at that the last game of the year against the Giants. The Giants. Not even Daniel Jones is back. I think it was Tyrod Taylor under center there.
Yeah.
They put up 30 plus on him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unacceptable, frankly, if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Can't happen. So, Sirianni, get it together. For the sake of my household, please. It's a pretty lonely Sunday when the Eagles get bounced, and I just have to sit there and smile on the inside. So
there you go.
Yeah. Love you.
Nice save.
God, that was refreshing.
Yeah. Was that it?
Yeah. As far hey, you got anything else on football? Any more football insight you want to throw out there? Any makeup stats you want to think are probably accurate?
No. I'd rather just watch the games. Got so many good games coming up. I just want to watch them.
Yeah, we're about half an hour from kickoff, folks. Woo! Get your hot wings and your beverages, maybe adult of your choosing, ready. It's coming.
It's getting some good games. I'm excited.
I'm excited for sure.
Yeah.
All right, here, folks. Moving on. We are moving on to our prop bet of the week. Let's make some money. All right. So looking here, NFL playoffs coming up. First thing here, I'm thinking Lamar Jackson over 226.5 passing yards.
Okay.
Probably going to win his second MVP this year. Yep. Offenses look great all year.
Yep.
Zay Flowers, Odell Beckham. Say no more. Over 226.5. Take it to the bank. Let's go.
All right.
Next year, Christian McCaffrey, CMC. Beast. All year long. Got the consistency, touchdowns, catching the ball, throwing the ball, running the ball, does everything. Over 92.5 rushing yards against the Packers defense that's hit and miss, can't stop the run. Give me 92.5. Give me the over.
Clearly should have drafted him in fantasy.
Clearly. Yeah, not Jay Jettis. I mean, great player, injuries, trauma. Looking here, actually, I'm glad we're redoing this. I took the lesson, Jordan Love. Oh. So, that's good. All right. Incredible advice. Okay, looking here, Jordan Love. We're looking at 251.5 passing yards. Give me the under.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the under.
Yeah.
That 49ers defense, stout. Nick Bosa, Chase Young coming off the edges.
Yeah.
He's going to be running for his life all game long. I don't see him going over 251.5. Give me the under.
Absolutely.
Aaron Jones. Oh boy. Aaron Jones. We're looking at 69.5 rushing yards. He's been a big piece of their success down the stretch. They're going to want to keep the 49ers off the field. I think they're going to be pounding the ball best they can. Good run defense by the 49ers, but I think they're going to feed him. Yep. Give me the over 69.5.
All right.
CJ Stroud going here against Baltimore coming up here in about 5 minutes. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Over. Give me the over. 235.5 passing yards. Offensive Rookie of the Year probably going to be given to him, we'd assume.
Yep.
Been lighting it up with Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz. We got some nice pieces there. So give me the over 235.5. Last piece here to cap off our 6-leg prop bet to make some money. Mm-hmm. Zay Flowers, Baltimore wideout. Give me the over 52.5.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a game where CJ is going to be throwing the ball a lot. Baltimore's going to throw it a lot. Zay Flowers has been really good. Thinking back to Odell Beckham when he had that playoff run with the Rams. I think their defense is going to be a little more focused his way than usual. Mm-hmm. Opening Zay Flowers, give me the over 52.5 for Zay Flowers.
Let's do it.
And folks, if that works, let's all make money and be happy. Woo!
Absolutely. Okay.
All right.
Where do we go from here?
There you go.
We're going to practice darts with Mike for sure.
Yeah, my dart throwing isn't up to par. Hopefully my parlays
Yeah,
are.
we will work on that for sure.
Yeah.
But we appreciate every single one of you for tuning in.
Yes.
This is something we wanted to do for a while, so we're excited to get it started.
100%.
Obviously, any feedback you guys have for us, We would love to hear it. And we'd also love to hear about any dive bars or any hole in the walls that you recommend. The divier, the holier, the better. We want to try them all.
Yes.
Any of those family-owned businesses out there
Yes.
that
Support
you love
local
and enjoy.
business.
Yes, please let us know. We'd love to try them, get them on the podcast. This has been fun. It's exciting. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you guys. Welcome to Not Work Related. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, from the bottom of our koozie-sized hearts.
Salut.
We'll see you next weekend. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Get in there, dude.
Like, it's your business, right?
Oh, we were taller. So we're actually starting a podcast. We're gonna go around.
Your dad's fine. Your dad's like that. No. You can say like the
Let's do a breakfast burrito.
anything else?
And then can I do
Okay.